and then we have two quarterbacks. All right, who's going to start?
Jay, what did you take away from Robert and your starters in that first quarter? What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good, really. I think there was a good mixture of the run and pass. I think Robert moved the ball very well. You know, we had the unfortunate drop pass Pierre, which he won't drop many throughout his career. He hadn't dropped many, but overall, I thought the quarterbacks did a nice job moving the ball. I think the balance in our offense was very good with the running game and the quick passes and the play action and the keepers. And you know, we're able to keep that phase of our offense alive and well into the third and fourth quarter. You know, we're pretty good. So I'm happy with where we are. We got a long way to go, obviously, but it's a start.
Jay, can you update us on Niles, Paul?
Yeah, Niles has a ankle fracture dislocation, and you know, it's a huge loss for us, really. One, he's a great player. He's worked so hard to get himself where he is, but two, he's a great leader for this football team, and the staff and the players are sick about it right now, and he's going to be okay, I'm sure, but it's a major loss for us.
Do you know how long?
Yes.
You're already thin there at tight end. Just how much more pressure does that put on you guys?
Well, it puts a lot of pressure on us. Fortunately, we've worked on a lot of different personnel groups, but with you know, Logan's status and now Niles, those are two pretty physical players for us at the tight end spot, which really has a big impact on our running game. But we'll have to make do. We'll have to figure it out. Somebody else can have to step up, and but we have some time. We have 3 weeks before our first game, so we'll have to figure it out.
You've been a big fan of Niles. It's got to be hard for you to build him up because of what you know he's put into it, and what he's meant, and you know, just what he brings to the team.
Oh, there's no question. You know, I'm sick about it. He means a lot to this team, you know, in the locker room, on the field, off the field. So, you know, we're upset about it. But, you know, fortunately, he's going to work hard to get himself right, and we have total faith that he'll be back for us next year. But it's a major loss. You know, there's certain guys on the team. You hate to see anybody get hurt, but he's somebody of Niles' position in the locker room and off the field and on the field. It's a huge loss for us.
Is there a chance that Logan can drop him?
There is a chance, yes.
If you all can have that type of balance, you ran the ball a lot on first down. If you guys have that balance, how much better does it make your offense? How much easier is it on the quarterbacks not having to drop back and go?
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Like I said, it keeps your whole playbook open, and it's very important. And like you said, it takes a lot of pressure off young quarterbacks, veteran quarterbacks alike. You know, everybody's goal as an offensive coordinator, play caller, is to have a balanced offense and a strong running game. And it takes patience, and it takes time, and it takes some big people up front, which we're starting to get. So we're excited about the progress we're making. We got a long way to go, especially now with the injuries to our tight ends. We are going to have to make some adjustments, but the running game is very important to us.
Jay, that first team defense, a little bit aggressive. You can't really read things too much into that, but certainly against the run, that's something you can't see all the time in training camp. Is that a positive sign that those guys are so stout there?
Yes, I think it is. I like the way our first team, we gave up the touchdown, you know, a couple unfortunate plays, a PI, and then a little scramble drill there. But overall, I like the way our defense played. They hustle, they compete. They're physical. You can see that. And it's exciting to watch them. Some of the new guys that we brought in here, some of the veteran guys playing with a little bit more confidence. We got a lot of trust in them. You know, I think if you build yourself a strong defense and a good running game, you're going to be in a lot of football games, and that's our intent.
What else? Right.
Can you update the Silas Red injury, and do these two things make you question the value of a preseason game, of these type of games?
Yeah, Silas Red's knee is a possible ACL, MCL. We're going to get it, obviously, MRI. It doesn't look good for Silas. You know, there's it's a tough deal. It really is. Football is a very physical sport. 16 regular season games is tough, but these preseason games are on the schedule, and they're necessary for us to get ready. If we think we can just go out there and practice against each other and then play a regular season game, I don't think anybody would be ready, you know. But some teams are more fortunate than the others, but this is just an unfortunate instance. But I don't think it takes away from the preseason, man. It's just unlucky.
What did you see from Matt Jones?
I like Matt. Matt ran hard. You know, you can see his physicality. You know, he just you know, sometimes some of those guys are playing special teams and they got to run back and play on offense. They get a little gassed, and we got to work on a couple guys, their stamina. You know, Preston Smith, he had to run down on a kickoff, then he had to play defensive end and rush a passer. He was a little bit gassed. So we had a couple guys that got gassed, and that's understandable. But overall, I like the way the young guys played. I like the way all our backs ran.
Kirk came in 3 scoring drives. What did you think of his play?
Well, Kirk was outstanding, no question about it. The offense clicked, and he was efficient with the football and accurate. Had a couple off-schedule plays. So, you know, I'm happy with the way Kirk played. I'm happy with all 3 quarterbacks. I love the way they're progressing in this offense and making good decisions. And obviously, you know, when you look at the stats, you see 1 sack and no interceptions. And that's a great recipe for us. So Robert did good in the pocket. He had a nice big scramble on 3rd down and 4, get a first down for us. Colt had one. Kirk had a scramble and then found a back for a big gain on a long yardage play. So I think they're all very capable quarterbacks in the NFL. But right now, obviously, Robert's our guy, and we're happy with his progress.
All right. Thanks, Coach. All right.
Thank you.
When you get a chance, okay?
Use the other door.